Hello and welcome to the SpyParty Competitive League Season 7. We are in Round 2, Week 2. We'll be going over a couple matches today. Joining me is Wrestler. Hello.
Yes, thank you very much, Screwloose, for having me today. Yes, we're gonna have a couple of matches here. Uh, what it's gonna be Beanie versus Hunu, but first of all, let's say the first match, rather, is gonna be Lavinuke versus Martini. So we're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna go over Beanie versus Hunu. Going opposite actually is the new thing apparently.
Yeah. And so Lavanuke versus Martini first, and that's going to be from the Oak Division. We can take a look at picks and bans. Here we go.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for having it. So, Bart, briefly introducing the players as well while we see the draft as Martini bans Tien and restricts nothing, interestingly enough, as and Lavinuke decides to ban library, and restricting gallery, which is not something I would have expected, really. Maybe it's just like personal ban slash restricts.
Yeah.
And
Do you think that
go ahead.
Martini is declining to restrict as to not reveal what venue they don't want to play, or what do you think Martini's going for this time?
I've only seen like a couple of players doing it. I've only noticed like Calme doing it at the previous division, and I'm not yet sure what to make of it. That could be a good shout on not revealing what they don't like to play, or just
Mm-hmm.
being confident on all venues. Actually, that could be also the thing.
Mm.
But seeing the picks here, going over the picks, Martini doubles modern, which is I guess it's since Martini is obviously, as quite a few know already, a really good pathing sniper. He really focuses on pathing from the spies. And Modern being such a big venue, there's quite a lot of places for the spy to make mistakes on that.
Mm-hmm.
And Martini has been really well known to punish that. As for Lavanuke, Lavanuke doubles pub, which I am very surprised actually. That is this is the 3 of 6 pub as well. And I'm very surprised because that was one of the most favorite maps for Martini as far as the win rate is concerned. So maybe it's just a comfort pick, but I'm not really sure about that. And to round out, Martini picks Veranda and Lavinuke picks Gallery, which he self-restricted. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
interesting.
not sure how to feel. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
It could have been a bait, right? They could try to restrict and bait the opponent into choosing it, thinking that they don't want to play it. So there could be some mind games in the picks and bans here, but I suppose we'll find out as the games unravel. We can jump into the first one. I have Salmon on Modern, Martini as Spy.
Indeed, that's the Martini's first spy on here, and I don't know. You ready?
Yeah, I'll count us in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
So one of the maybe the criticisms of still like Martini, well, obviously he's for amount he's played, he's definitely a very good sniper, but his spy has been maybe not as good as his sniper, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be looking to see if how he does that.
Starting off with a 51% flirt definitely puts them in a good position, right? That's a pretty standard start, is to try and get a quick flirt, and hitting the green test for 51% puts us in a decent position. So some early highlights already, certainly
It,
on.
I think these are both bar and statue highlights, which
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that we don't get them mixed up. That's the only thing I fear. When you start highlighting a bunch of people from the start, you can sometimes get mixed up.
Yeah, it's difficult, and if you are able to highlight them all and remember which one was which, at that point maybe you only highlight half of them and remember the other half anyways, if you have that capability.
Yeah, we are in this great bookcase. I'm wondering what we are, well, what we want to do here. There's
Yeah, I think the green bookcase is actually kind of they didn't mean to do it. It looked like Martini was heading towards the blue bookcase where their seduction target was, but as they got nearer, the seduction target finished, and Martini didn't want to do any kind of like redirect path, so they jumped into green bookcase and took one. So we'll see if they can make something of it. Maybe dump it in blue, or I guess do a transfer microfilm, but probably going in another
trans.
case at this point.
I, I think going to a different case will be a little bit better, since again there are so many highlights to watch for Lavinuke at this point, it's gonna be very hard to notice those little extra things as a little bit unfortunate luck there for Martini.
Yeah, unfortunately, the seduction target bailed on Martini. Martini had an opportunity for a reverse drive-by bug, but I believe the sniper was holding the angle, so they thought better of it and didn't go for it. I'll be interested to check in the replay if the laser was right on it. But Martini's starting to fall behind, only a minute 55-ish left on the clock, and only half of one mission done.
Yeah, that's something that's really interesting. I'm not. I mean, I'm not sure how we're. I guess we just have to put this book back wrong to have any sort of progress.
Yeah.
Seems that we're doing that.
Yeah, stepping into blue, it looks like we're pretty much low lit for it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Lola. Yeah. Again, which
Yeah.
says you mentioned we didn't remember the book.
Yeah, unfortunately, I would imagine that Martini is going to interpret that as a highlight and not a low light, right? If you're putting a book away and it's the wrong one and you get lasered, you're probably thinking, oh man,
Banana bread.
you know, oh, here we go with the banana bread. They're probably thinking that the sniper is suspicious of you but wasn't sure, so they just highlight you. But we'll see what Martini does. We get the contact. We leave shortly after to go to the bar. We'll probably pick up the delegate here as our fourth mission.
Yeah, we luckily hit that 2 flirts. That is really good for us. We go for a delegate as a lowlight. I don't think, especially since there's very few lowlights. Well, I guess not few. There's like 5 none. Oh, we immediately send an SDA.
Which I think is actually, I like sending an SDA. I think that's going to be okay here because the sniper in this tense moment with the clock making the beeps, probably not watching the SDA as closely.
Yeah, especially you don't expect SDA to take a drink. Really,
Yeah,
it'll
but these
take it for
rotations are checking the statues, I think more so than Toby. Toby turning away. Clearly no list given to the twin. Mission win.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the Avenue couldn't remember. I think that's I couldn't remember which book we had. I think that's also could be a part for having so many highlights at the earliest part of the game. We had like at the very beginning like 8 highlights to watch over. So it would be very easy for us to forget the book was in the wrong place.
Yeah, I want to
And,
check this angle here to see. Yeah, I think Martini could have gone for this reverse drive-by, right? Book is in the right hand.
Yeah, I'm watching over as well.
I guess it looks like from the spy's perspective that laser is really watching for it. It's hard for them to know that the pillar is really blocking it at that exact moment. But yeah, potential bug, but they got the spy one anyway, so jump to Martini. And we'll see if Lavanuke can answer back as queen. I have the next game loaded up if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Always ready.
All right, 3.
You got to
2,
count us down?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Interruption is not part of countdown, as we're going straight into statues. I wonder if we're going to try to do a swap. And we do. It's a white swap. Is that gonna be credited? I wonder.
Highlight, likely just for touching. I think they're going to get away with it clean. And a white swap is the play there. You know, sometimes going for a green swap this early, they haven't even seen it yet, but what they will see is someone else changing it, so all the sniper has to memorize is who was there prior. So I think a white swap was a good move for Lavanuke, and gets away with 1.5 missions complete.
Yeah, completely flipping the script from the Martini game where we had quite a slow progress in the first 2 minutes. We immediately do 1.5 missions, and although we are a highlight for it, I don't think it's a very strong highlight.
Yeah, so what you'll typically see here is if you get this early progress like inspects or swap inspect or something of that nature, they're usually going to kind of find a lull here in the middle of the game, and we'll likely see Lavinuke just do some flirting, just do some idling a little bit, and try to make the mid-game just a little bit slower paced to lose this heat.
Speaking of flirt, we chose the Sari as our seduction target. It's usually not a big deal on any venue, basically, to pick your seduction out wherever you want, but on this large venue like Modern, that could get dicey, especially if you're not be able to hit that 2 flirt.
Yeah, some of the characters have different walking speeds, so Sari and Pearls here tend to walk a bit slower than everyone else, so as this character moves around, it takes them longer to get somewhere and stop, so a little bit less time to do some flirting, but Lavanuke is going to chase her down, drop in the conversation, not within range to get a 51, so then we land the white test to get 27.
Yeah, but Pearls was right beside Sari from that side when we tried to enter, but she just left and we couldn't just like shimmy over to... Not because that would have been way too obvious from the sniper side. Because we
Yeah.
were stepping to second statues.
Oh, and the shot
high.
comes off, so we were very suspicious of the... We had to have been suspicious of the swap, or Martini just didn't like the kind of hard flirt chasing and the short stays here. Yeah, because this conversation was... I guess it wasn't that short, but...
We could never be sure, but you can get a glimpse of the statue at the very start of it. We're in Lavanuke swaps it, so maybe we may have been credited for that swap, but again, it's hard to exactly know what the sniper's thinking at all times.
Yeah, now
Maybe
is Martini any bit of like a behavioral sniper?
He watches pathing really well, very well. Basically, the movement between conversation circles and a little bit of behavioralism. Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll
So-
see if Martini can take a decent lead here, starting out as rocker in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
2-0 is not a significant lead for Screw Loose, apparently.
2-0, I mean, it can swing. 3-0, going 3, 3-1 or 4-0 on the first doubled venue is a huge boost. So Martini stepping in again, getting another 51% flirt, landing these green tests, which is great. Interesting that Oprah picks up the highlight, but Rocker doesn't for being at the bookcase.
Yeah, but I would think that's usually the opposite since we chased Oprah into green bookshelves, and
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Maybe just a highlight for an early book pull in general.
We didn't pull the book though.
I meant for Oprah. Oprah just
Oh,
starting
oh.
at books so early. Maybe Martini, Lavanuke, concerned about it. I think Martini makes the wise decision not to chase the seduction target to the bar there, however tempting it may be. Lands in with a double agent, is investing some time here. I think Martini might go for a contact here pretty soon, which it would be great. I mean, there's not many people out. The conversations are actually very full. This is a pretty great contact for this venue.
Yeah, and if you're not doing contact now, it's usually risky to do a contact early since you're giving up low lights for quite a really long time for you as we step away. But I was about to say, if you don't contact at this time, you could maybe say that the DA, the real DA, isn't one of the conversation circles to the sniper, even though it is. So you keep... Oh yeah, we just saw the time at... Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's an interesting decision from Martini because they were in a great position. They weren't behind on time, right? Especially because Martini just did a very similar round on the spy one before. So interesting call to go for the timeout. I don't think it was quite needed.
Yeah, we weren't pressed for time quite yet. Of course, if you're able to get away with the clean timeout, you can, but I don't think the venue was too busy to get away with it. So there wasn't like a really long queue at the bar, and the bastard was any danger, so it was easy to notice at that particular time. And I think we're kind of just like a dead spy walking, almost.
Yeah, unless Martini picked up on the fact that they were caught for the time ad, they're going to be in a pretty rough position. But we get a little bit of luck as our seduction target stepped in next to us at the statues. And Seduce is finished.
Martini hitting the 2 flirt again for the second game in a row. But how much suspicion we have on us, though, for that time ad, I'm not sure how... It's basically, I want to say it's almost a hollow victory.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's always possible that the sniper changes their mind, second guesses himself, or, another AI does something suspicious. So we'll see how it pans out. Martini wasting a little bit of time here in this conversation. There's nothing to be gained from it. Seduce is finished. It's not the real double agent. Eyeing up the bar, they're going to step over and grab the list from Toby, or grab a delegate option. I guess they could grab the list. We don't know.
No, we do delegates. There wasn't any. I don't think there was any list takers right beside us, so there was no possible chance of a frame.
It's the best time. It's so unexpected.
Okay, okay, noted for my next time. I'll try to play. We are in conversation with DA. We're assume we're gonna try to get it as banana bread.
Yeah.
Here we go. It is a white test.
I'm thinking contact into delegate here since we have it in pocket. So, and yeah, white contact takes the shot. Point on the board for Lavanuke.
Yeah, I think we're just way too much heat for that timeout, sadly. And good straight from Lavanuke not shooting immediately, knowing that early on, a spy could never be finished, especially since there's no contact. And just saying, just in case they miss a timeout from someone else, from the side of venue they can see. So good restraint from Lavinuke and even better shot, and that's the first one for the board for Lavinuke.
Yeah. So Lavanuke stepping in as Seek in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. It would be interesting if Martini reviewed the VOD after that round to see how quickly Lavanuke caught that time ad. It was like pretty immediate, and that's pretty good intel, I think, for Martini that Lavanuke is watching that clock, right? So you could start timing some of your other actions with AIs who are checking their watch at the windows, because Lavanuke may be looking up to the top right of the screen at that point.
Oh, we go for the delegate cheese. We still pick up a highlight because I presume the Martini just has the bar highlights. And we also have a highlight on one of the twins. I think that was the first talk in the conversation, and Martini credits him with flirt.
We've got some early prints available on the back statues. Our conversation filling up here. Probably a good time to delegate if it is in pocket. 51% on the flirt.
This green tests, I mean, I don't think, it definitely doesn't feel like, I don't want to say in an Oak division, the amount of green tests that have been hit today is really big already.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the players in SCL, even in the lower divisions, have been playing a lot of games, right? Like, both of these players, I don't know their exact game counts, but I don't think they're, they're low by any means, so a lot of practice.
No, no, definitely not, and Martini already has some competitive success. He got into the round of 16 on the most recent Winter Cup, but he lost to Opurites. I think it was 7-4, so even competitive against one of the best players probably in the game currently. Oh, there's the white test. 85%.
Some steady progress, just doing some flirting. Looks like we're gonna chase our ST. And this would have been a great conversation because it had the DA in it, but the DA actually bails, and so does the ambassador. So we're just gonna take a far flirt.
Yeah, we do finish flirt. We have 2 minutes left to go. That's always something that I like to see. You never want to have 30 seconds left and flirt still not finished, because that puts a huge strain on the spy, especially. But and we quickly leave. We were noticed for that last time, and we're going to the very, very corner of the venue.
Yeah, probably a time ad. Yeah, it's got to be a time ad coming in.
But we are being held on the corner of a screen.
Hey, if you got away with one of them, just take another. Just do a double time ad there. Why not?
Yeah, but maybe since we're at still seen at the corner of a screen, presumably still watched. Of course, doing a double watch check without moving isn't exactly legal. And Martini has done those types of shots as well, so wouldn't risk it immediately. To pick up a delegate option.
Yeah, and we're running low. Even though we have 1:45 on the clock, it's still fairly low for this venue with our current progress. We've got to do a lot of things. We've got to get this delegate off. We've got to get a contact, and we've got to figure out a fourth mission.
Yeah, that's the fourth mission. Even the contact, because it seems like our DA general doesn't want to be in the conversations for now. But look at this party. Martini has Lolit's almost half the party, and
I don't know if that delegate's gonna make it. I
yeah, I don't.
didn't record the exact time that it was grabbed, but with everybody ahead of them, I think it's gonna be pretty close here.
Yeah, the Sirocco's still to take. I don't think that's gonna take. You're right. Yeah, delegate part expires, and there's only.
And we take
I
a
was
shot.
about to say. I was about to say. How we're gonna need a timer.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah. Is it a drink animation break?
Oh yeah, we broke drink animation. We broke sip animation here.
Oh, okay. Gosh. So yeah, as shown again, Martini does keep an eye on relatively subtle things. Maybe we broke animation as well while leaving the previous conversation as well. If that was the case as well.
Yeah, I'm taking a look now. So they're really just going for it. There's possibly a no talk here as well. Yeah, it really. And then a bit of a no talk. So this animation break is a pretty big one. The character's, hand needs to be at the middle of their idle. So the hand kind of out to the side and then a little bit snappy like that shows that it's a spy clicking the sip during the middle of the animation cycle. So I think Martini picking up on that, as well as the fact that two people are in this conversation and no one is talking. This yellow arrow indicates that it's Seek's turn to talk, but they're not clicking the button, so something that snipers can pick up on. So Martini ending up 3-1 on Modern.
And going on to pub, right?
Yeah, and this is 3 of 7 pub, it looks like.
Oh, it's 3 of... Oh, okay. When I was sent the draft data, it showed 3 of 6 pub.
It's probably just old, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I have Martini Spy. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna have Martini starting out as Alice on 3 of 7 pub in 3, 2, 1, playing.
Yeah, the sniper Kate venue of pub. Oh, we do a cheese flirt. I thought we'd be noticed, but doesn't seem like it for now. It's if you can get away with that cheese flirt, especially if it's not a green, that's really good, considering how little time there is on this venue, even though it's only 3 missions.
Yeah, up to 85% is a great start. 2 minutes left on the clock. We're going to have to get 2 more missions. Likely to see Flirt and Contact as 2 of them, with the 3rd mission being any of the other remaining. Inspect is a pretty safe option for the Spy, but you really need to ensure that there's multiple characters that have done the Inspect. So even when you're playing Spy in this game, you're also watching what the other characters are doing so that you can keep them as suspects. When you do the Contact Double Agent, anybody outside of a conversation cannot be the Spy. So, for example, this Contact is going to eliminate Boots, who just picked up that statue. And we get a cough, red-tested cough. No direct reaction from the sniper.
Doesn't seem like it. And it wasn't even real. So... Oh, a little bit of... I was watching Sniper move, a little bit of awkward movement there. But quite a narrowed down party, at least.
Yeah, fairly narrowed down.
Yeah, and it's only 1 mission done and 55 seconds left to go. Oh, we're really focusing on Sari and Teal. They're being right next to Ambassador, but Ambassador's safe now.
Interesting choice for the Contact. It was not real and eliminated Boots, who had inspects done, but somehow Teal has picked up the heat.
Yeah, we really don't like Teal. Teal go... Oh. We passed over the briefcase. I don't know if we were obligated to, but we shouldn't have done it anyway since there's so little time. We're going for an inspect swap here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
And the timing may be... Oh, noticing the swap now. Thinking about it. Lavanuke. Safety off.
Shot. Yeah. Was wondering if someone else has picked up that statue, but as far as my knowledge, it doesn't seem like it. The last one was Boots, and she was knocked out by the fake contact. And that was like 40 seconds ago, so no way that was a green swap, and Lavinuke takes the correct shot.
All right, let's see what Lavinuke can do as spy. Taft in 3, 2, 1, playing.
The typical ambassador character, always known. Oh, we need to go for a green time ad, and we get highlight for it.
Okay, interesting that the highlight really went off pretty early there. I wonder if it was pathing. Maybe there's a pathing issue we can check in the replay.
Or maybe even just yeah, maybe could have been a pathing issue as well, but maybe just Martini sensing that early watch checkers in especially in like this short of a time venue is something you should keep an eye out for. Keep an eye out for and take the shot apparently.
Yeah, very interesting. So let's take a look at this replay really quick. So did this highlight come off before the timeout? Watch check. It's like as they're adding time.
Yeah, as they're adding time. I'm looking at the path, like from the very beginning. Maybe it's not the best path. I'm not quite sure actually.
Very
Still
interesting.
A good shot.
Yeah, I don't know what was picked up here. Maybe Lavanuke has a tendency to pick Taft on pub, and Martini knows about it.
Or maybe just maybe opposition prep as well. Maybe Lavinuke tends to have a. We try to do a timeout, I think, on all the three, right, a spy? And maybe it's just a tendency, especially on pub, an early timeout is something that the spy is going to be looking for.
Yeah,
and we picked up on that.
So we're going to have Martini stepping in his wheels, looking to take a big lead here in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Stepping in his wheels, even though we cannot step
rolling
as
in.
Rolling in, there we go. There's a time ad from. It is a white time ad. And oh god, how many time ads was that? I think it was 2 or 3. That was 3 time ads because 2 white ones and 1 green one.
Yeah, these players really favoring the time ad here. It'll be interesting to see if Martini actually uses it. I feel like some players have a tendency to add time and then a lot of time like this and then still kind of rush down mission anyways, so Martini could really just kind of sit and do some idling, but it looks like Lavanuke has noticed something, noticing how much time is on the clock, and is remembering who was never inside or near the window. So quite a few low lights come off. What is that? About 6 low lights.
Yeah, that's low lights already.
So party very narrowed down at this point. Doesn't like the queen and general pairing. Goes for the bug as the ambassador enters in. I don't think Lavinuke noticed because they were too focused on the faces of general and queen, and Wheel's bug is, you know, a little kind of down below the waist.
Yeah, good again, good timing on the bug, I guess. It was seen if we were just from the regular sniper cam, it was seen. But with this bug presumably not seen, we could probably just flirt and we just really hated queen.
Goes for the. I just feel like that's a meme shot. Like only people who follow the scene will understand. I think why that shot was like. I just feel like that's due to the meme of general and queen always being paired.
Maybe, and also a queen did another watch check right as while we were still in the green.
Yeah,
the green roll. So. Could have been assumed that also. Oh, he might try another time at just for the hell of it, and not being 100% sure that Queen wasn't the one who time at it at the start just makes that a little bit suspicious as well. Yeah. So, bit unfortunate there for Lavanuke. Is your big lead is still I think it's 5-3, right?
I think it's 4-3. Because 5-3 would mean.
That 4-3. Yeah, you're right. 4-3. You're right.
Yeah. So we'll see if Lavanuke can tie it up on the doubled venue here. So stepping in a salmon in 3, 2, 1, playing.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit of a different start this time around. We don't go for the time ad, and we're sending it in the idle conversation. We don't have any business. Well, I'm not saying business, but we don't have any. And we do learn from no talks from the last shot, and we do start talking, even though there's no one to flirt with.
Martini giving a low light to Rocker for the stop. Rocker
And the
did a
end of
little
red.
kind of combo stop. Contact going out. That's going to be 2 low lights for people inside. Some fake
Yeah,
highlighting or low lighting on the combos. It looks like.
Yeah, we're just basically, I guess, showing to the the casters, yeah, hey, these are the 2 conversation circles I'm suspecting of, basically.
So yeah,
That's
not much suspicion on Queen then is what that could also indicate.
Oh wait, I think it is 5-2 at this point, by the way. It's not 4-3, it is 5-2.
2 update.
Thank you correctly for Lavinuke to point that out, because we do hit a green flow, that's nice. It's a minute left, and I'm wondering if we're gonna try to... Suggestion target leads, but knowing Martini really likes really flare pairs, especially on this venue. I'm not exactly sure how we're...
Ooh, a little bit of a missed pad and redirect right on Martini's screen, and they seem to favor pathing and a short stay at the window to jump into the statue. Was anybody touching the statue prior?
I think it was wheels, so, and which is the low light. We do go for inspect. We're gonna go for a swap. We do. It is seen, and it is shot for him.
Yeah, Martini taking the correct shot on Lavanuke here, so we're going to be at 6-2.
Oh yeah, it was wheels, but wheels was already a low light, so even that play wasn't.
And I think we
gonna
swapped
work out really.
kind of a little bit too late, right? It was after the first inspect animation was done, so a little bit late, but I don't think that was noticed anyways. Martini.
I think it was between the animation circles. It was right between the animation circles, if I think I'm seeing this correctly. Like but yeah, that should be 6-2.
Yeah, 6-2. And looks like Martini loading in as Papa Danger here.
One second.
Veranda.
One second. Yep, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, playing it. So at this point, Lavanuke has to snipe correctly to get the spy. Sorry, to get the tie, and to get the spy, quite frankly. Score 6-2. It's a 1-7 win, so 6-6 is the tie.
Yeah, and while it's I don't want to say relatively reasonable to win a sniper game on Veranda, especially 5-8. I'm not sure how it is, especially how this head has worked so far. How Lavinuke is gonna win a spy game. He's gonna have to change up the strategy quite a bit. We do go for a white time ad. I wonder if that's seen. Doesn't seem like it for now.
Yeah, even though this venue has a lot going on and the sniper has to rotate to see certain areas, which cuts off their vision from the opposing side of the venue, it's still typically sniper favored because the spy has to do 5 missions. So it'll be interesting to see what Lavinuke tries to do on the spy side, and hoping they can kind of get a sniper win here. Martini steps in and picks up a red book near the ambassador.
Yeah, I was wondering, since the sniper cam was away from us, we didn't. Not even ambassador was on screen. I wondered if we would try to go slam this book into a green. This is usually a common play where if the sniper's attention is on that side, you rip either the green or red book out of that corner, and you immediately run to the other shelf and pretend that you put it out of that shelf. So you already got one mission fairly clean. Martini doesn't seem to want to do that, as instead we pick up a fingerprint from the case and step in a conversation with this team.
Yeah, just working on Flirt here. Hitting it up to 79%. We got a fingerprint from the briefcase. We've got a book in hand we could put in green. We're in a spot for a reverse drive-by, but not enough cover, so we don't seem to go for it. Decent bug spot if we didn't have the book in hand, but we're not able to.
Banana bread.
Oh, we do mark we are marked for being suspicious. We get a highlight, right? That is. I guess we still credit the bug, even though we do have a book. Yeah.
Yeah, Lavanuke may not notice that the book is in hand because they got a highlight for a possible bug credit, which is good for us because we're gonna go probably put this book back in green here pretty soon.
Yeah, we chasing RSD. Doesn't seem that it is us. We do finish Flirt. We're watching Perlin at this moment, so not a lot of heat, too much heat on us, it seems.
Yeah, here goes the book dump.
Now it is us. Let's see if it is seen. Yes.
Lavinuke takes the shot.
I mean, Martini doesn't get low-lit this time, as Lavinuke stays alive for the tie, 6-3. I want to see that highlight again from Lavinuke's perspective. Yeah, maybe just maybe white BB as well, but I presume it was just a bug credit.
Banana bread.
Yeah, the highlight comes off before the actual banana bread word is uttered, so if they're maybe predicting that person's about to banana bread, but more likely, I think, bug credit.
Yeah, it seems like it. Definitely seems like it.
Yeah, and so we will have Lavanuke rolling in as wheels to try and get a spy win here and stay in the game. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Are we gonna put on big Limp Biscuit song, rolling and rolling and rolling? Lavanuke does another great time ad. Oh, this time a white time ad as well.
Yeah, jumps into the blue bookcase here. Seems to have gotten away with it. They had decent cover because of that conversation being fairly filled up and Wheels being a little bit shorter than the rest of the cast. So kind of innocently hanging out at the blue bookcase. Brings the book with them. Highlight.
But maybe we should just notice, and since we're at that blue bookcase and we're right next to that time ad spot, also could be a memorization technique for books as well. I've seen quite some people like use highlights for book takes, especially on this venue actually.
Yeah, what if you could actually mark the book which color you thought it was?
That would be even more buffs for the cipher, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, any case, I wonder, could be both actually. Could be like that time at suspicion, and we just noticed it late, and Wheels was in the blue bookcase right next to the time spat, or just a memorization key from books. We shall see.
Yeah, and we added time, but we don't have much progress here. I mean, I guess we're back down to, what did the venue start at? 4:15 or 4:30?
Yes, 4:15.
Yeah, so we're basically back to the start. We're just starting a new game with 34% and a highlight, unfortunately.
And the book taken out.
Yeah, and the book taken out. Probably not a worthy trade, to be honest. That highlight is not worth a book and 34%.
True. Also, out of all the venues to get time ads, Veranda usually feels like the least impactful one. Like you're adding 45 seconds onto a maybe a library as well, because you're adding 45 seconds into a 4.5 minute venue basically. Just like percentage-wise, it doesn't feel as great usually. Yes. As we do get another floor down in the meantime, but I wonder if I'm gonna put this book back correct. Let's see if that loses any heat for. Oh, I don't like that position to books. But it seems to get away with that. Oh. Green microfilm. We had a lot of cover behind the couple of conversation circles that are filled up, so.
Yeah, not terrible, but still our progress is just way too low for this venue. They have to do so much. So we're going to step in, and a little bit of an odd kind of right turn there, I think. Picking up the flirt to 96, so close. We're not
Oh.
going to be able to finish up flirt now.
You can see the shakes of disapproval from the Lavinuke's camera as they know that they need to make some progress. And another short stay at the books. Martini has been willing to shoot for those, and the whole right side of the venue, this could be a good time to try to do a microfilm. Although
Yeah.
Ambassador's right next to us.
Yeah, Ambassador's too close, so I think it's going to be a little bit risky. And it really did seem that Martini was keeping their sniper camera position really angled to watch for that microfilm. So Lavanuke going to take the book out and not do it in position there. But we're just so behind on time. Even though it says 2 minutes, on this venue with this progress, it's not a lot of time.
We're trying to bait out the sniper, doing an innocent watch check, saying, "Look at me, I'm not the one who time added." But lowlights continue to rack on from presumably just pathing. The Martini has been the one to oh, that was the briefcase. I couldn't even see there because it was in the sofa literally.
Yeah, and no fingerprint on the briefcase, it looks like. Just doing an innocent return here, maybe hoping to get some credit or maybe not realizing that it was indeed fingerprintless. We're going to step over to probably the side window here, maybe add some time, maybe do some microfilm.
Oh, we're going to, it looks like we're doing a transfer.
Yep.
It is a green test.
Yeah,
Martini's
transfer
camera
looks good.
Yeah, transfer looks good, but minute left and
Here goes the time ads. Green. Get a couple more. You need it.
3 time ads added. We need more. Yeah, even considering we're
red.
still not dead. Oh,
Yeah, Martini takes the shot.
as I said, considering we're not dead and been in a highlight for so long, but yeah, spoke too soon, I guess. And Martini closes out a set 7-3. Really, really solid sniper work again from Martini. Just it didn't seem like Lavanuke had any close calls from the spy side. And it seems like Martini was always in control.
Yeah, Martini just
What do you-
playing pretty clean there, getting the shots. The time ad meta between these two was really fun to watch. They did a lot of time ads, and sometimes they caught each other, and sometimes they didn't.
Well, Martini definitely more than Lavanuke per se, since Martini is the one who takes the set 7-3.
Yeah.
As we have the beautiful general and Sari's faces from shock.
Great,
I
so
love that.
we're gonna step into the next game. Give me just one moment to get it loaded up here.